everyone. Welcome to another edition of Where the 99 Lead, a program brought to you by the University of Pikeville, where we discuss many different subjects and topics and academic areas in and around the University of Pikeville campus. Today, joined by an old friend of the University of Pikeville. He's been a part of this campus for so many years. So many alum know and have had classes under Dr. Howard Roberts, Dean of the Coleman College of Business at the University of Pikeville. And Dr. Roberts, welcome back to Where the 99 Lead.
It's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
It would not be the University of Pikeville campus for so many people that are tuned in if Howard Roberts wasn't a part of it. Let's talk about Howard Roberts, your first arrival at then Pikeville College.
Well, that was a few years ago, but I began my career at UPike, as you say, Pikeville College at that time, teaching accounting.
Yeah.
And so for the first several years of my life, professional life here, I was solely teaching accounting.
Sure.
And then moved into administration and continued to teach part-time, and I still teach part-time. But I enjoy both the classroom and the administrative area, and it's been wonderful to see how our business program has grown, but the careers that these graduates have pursued during all these years.
Sure. We're going to talk about business students today, and maybe some students that are non-major business students that are looking to further their education. An exciting part of the university over the last several years has been the Coleman College of Business, the MBA program, the move to the lower campus, an exciting time with that we have experienced, and it's one of the changes that's taken place at UPike. In your time at the University of Pikeville, something that stands out in your mind, one of the biggest changes at the university?
Well, there have been a number of monumental changes. I think for students reflecting, when they come back to campus and they say, we didn't have elevators when I was here.
Indeed.
And that's true. There was one in Armington when that building was built, but now the campus is handicapped accessible,
Sure.
so that was a monumental change. Secondly, of course, is becoming a university. And as we've grown and evolved, and now to have both professional and graduate programs, it's really amazing to see what Pikeville College, which began in 1889 as Pikeville Collegiate Institute, you know, the founders of that institution could no way envision the school that it is today. And that's remarkable.
We have seen so many changes.
Yes.
And we may make light of the elevator, but that's a big deal.
Absolutely.
So many students that walk those 99 steps 2 and 3 times a day.
That's right.
Down into the community and back. But it's a huge change, and just one of
many.
huge
Of course,
changes.
the other is just the growth in academic
Absolutely.
programs
Absolutely.
through the years.
We're going to talk about the business program today. Of course, you are the Dean of the Coleman College of Business. We'll talk about that, the MBA program, but let's get a quick overview, because the business major is one of the most popular majors at the University of Pikeville, has been for a long time. And of course, the Coleman College of Business growing to help students be successful in the business environment of today, but also of tomorrow. What types of degrees are offered by the Coleman College of Business?
We offer associate degrees, baccalaureate degrees, and master's degrees. The associate degree programs are in management and accounting. Those are 2-year degree programs. The 4-year or baccalaureate degree programs are, the options there are accounting, management, healthcare management, and sport management. And then in the master's degree, we offer the Masters of Business Administration, the MBA, and in that program, students can choose a track or concentration that they want to pursue, and that would be the professional MBA, which is primarily management, the healthcare MBA, and then our new program in entrepreneurship and innovation in the MBA program.
New program, very exciting.
Yes.
Program, as we've seen with the competitions and trickling down into the high schools and the middle schools, and it's something that's become very exciting in the business community. And
it is
exciting and fun and educational, but also profitable.
It is, and it really helps young people to understand there's another option for a career choice. because many times people have been trained to think you go to school, you receive training, and you get a job. And with entrepreneurship, you create jobs, and you find your passion and pursue that in creating a business.
Yeah, and possibly taking a product or a business and tweaking it
Yes.
to make it better. It
That's
doesn't
right.
have to be the new mousetrap.
That's exactly right.
Dr. Howard Roberts, our guest on this edition of Where the 99 Lead. We talk about business majors at the University of Pikeville, but business minors as well, and that's what we're talking about. It's now offered as a minor.
Yes, entrepreneurship is our new minor on campus. UPike does not require a minor at this time, but we do suggest that, and in many programs a minor only enhances the major that the student's pursuing. So the entrepreneurship minor is open to any student at UPike. It's not limited to business majors. And the students who are expressing interest are typically not the business students.
Right.
Which is good because it's spurring interest that is widespread and across the disciplines. And I think that really started on our campus becoming more noticeable a few years ago when we had a business plan competition,
Sure.
you recall, with the product RhizoFeed, that we created a team of students that were one pharmacy student,
Right.
2 pre-med students,
Yeah.
and 2 MBA students.
Yeah.
And so that combination of talents and academic backgrounds really made for a great successful team. And that has created further interest in many areas where students are interested in entrepreneurship.
UPike, of course, a 4-year liberal arts institution. How does earning an undergraduate degree in business while gaining a liberal arts foundation better prepare students for successful careers in business?
Well, that's a great question, and one that many people wonder about with a liberal arts education, and how does that apply to the business world. And I explain it typically like this: your business degree helps open doors for job opportunities, for employment opportunities, and then to advance, the liberal arts education helps you to advance in that career, because you have a broad foundation of knowledge, and that helps then a person to see if they want to lead a corporation. It helps them to understand more about the corporation and about a culture that business serves. And so the liberal arts really does help them to advance in their career
Absolutely.
and to advance in life.
A more well-rounded
Yes.
individual, and in today's business community, well-rounded plays
Yes.
well. It's Where the 99 Lead, a program brought to you by the University of Pikeville, of course, the leading university of Central Appalachia and home of the Coleman College of Business. Located primarily on the lower campus. Let's talk about those that maybe are tuned in, haven't tuned in a while, just returning to campus and interested in what is this Coleman College of Business on the lower campus. It's the old Academy building.
Yes.
How long have we been there now?
Well, the College of Business was created in July of 2013, and we occupied that building in January of 14. So
Yes.
4 years we've been in that building. And as you said, many people know it as the Academy building. Some people know it as the training school, but it was the Academy building, and it was the first building for the University of Pikeville, built in 1889.
A lot of alums spent their academy years
Yes.
coming through that building as well. I have some fond memories, and as we see pictures from decades past, not a lot's changed on the exterior. The interior is a little different.
Right. It's a beautiful building.
It is.
And the elevation with the street, it's right on College Street. The elevation makes it a really beautiful sight as you drive or walk down College Street and see that beautiful building.
The spring's here, commencement just around the corner. What are some common careers as business students walk the stage? They're handed that diploma and they enter the work world. What are some common careers that they can look forward to?
Most likely, our graduates are going to pursue careers in public accounting, in healthcare, some in government service, some in manufacturing, and others in sales. Those are primarily where we see those. Few pursue then graduate or professional school, but those are the ones in this area where most people. Banking, of course, is also a very strong
Sure.
employer as well.
We've got a strong banking community.
Yes, we do.
In our region, and as you walk into any of our banks in the region, you'll find UPike alums throughout the many different departments of those banking institutions. You mentioned healthcare, and that's a field that maybe 20 years ago you wouldn't see those business graduates so much entering that field. We've had a growth in the healthcare industry as well.
Absolutely. With an aging population, with more third-party providers, with changes in healthcare delivery in this country, and you couple that with what's happened in this community, with the growth of Pikeville Medical Center, a very large employer, with the expansion of the University of Pikeville into osteopathic medicine and now optometry, the growth and expansion of our nursing program. It was only natural that we consider in business preparing students for careers to lead those healthcare agencies.
Sure.
And the tremendous growth, whether it's the students choose, the graduates choose to stay in this area or they relocate, those healthcare management jobs are in great demand.
And of course, new industries coming to our area as well, with the industrial park filling quickly. We've got brand new industries, manufacturing, but they will affect the business world as well. They will have to have administration in those businesses with hundreds of employees. Is there foresight into those industries and how the Coleman College of Business will be able to serve and provide those graduates?
We certainly are. We have ongoing discussions with those companies. We are willing to work with them to meet their needs because clearly we want our region to thrive. We provide academic programs, but we provide so much more.
Sure.
And these services to local businesses to meet the needs of the workforce development. And our president and provost, Dr. Burton Webb and Dr. Lori Worth, are very involved in and interested in economic development. And so with some of the businesses that are locating at the industrial park, the entire university will be involved with those programs as well. But yes, in business, we're prepared to work with those new companies and excited to welcome them to Pikeville.
Sure. Of course, the skills that employers in the business world are seeking, they differ today than they did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, so much. Tell us how UPike's Coleman College of Business is equipping graduate and undergraduate students with the skills and experience they need in today's business climate.
Well, you're right. It's a very different working world,
Yeah.
and students have to have the skills, and we want them to have those. So we do that a number of ways. We embed in our courses some skills and some activities that expose students to the skills they need to be successful in the workforce. Some of that's with field trips, and they go and visit a manufacturing facility. They hear about what the needs are. We have a program called Business for Breakfast that we have throughout the semester where our business students have breakfast with some local business leaders and learn about their careers or what they're looking for in prospective employees. And we also work with our campus career planning office to conduct and host workshops for our students. The independent colleges in Kentucky have a college career day that our students participated in about a month ago. So we try to provide a wide array of activities for them to participate in.
Of course, exciting changes on the horizon for the MBA program at the Coleman College of Business that will allow more working professionals, those that have gained that degree. They've been in the workforce maybe for a year, maybe just upon graduation, but maybe those that are really non-traditional, that have been in the workforce for years and didn't feel like they could continue their education. We've got a new program coming. Let's hear about the big news with the MBA program.
Well, this is our first public announcement of that program and the online delivery of the UPike MBA program.
Wow.
We have offered the MBA program for several years, and with that, 1/3 of the program was online and 2/3 was what we call face-to-face or
Sure.
classroom delivery. But beginning at the end of this semester, the MBA program will be completely online.
Wow.
It will remain a 36-hour program, and the student now, regardless of where they are, anywhere in the country or beyond, can enroll in the UPike MBA program and successfully complete that program. Depending on when they enroll and how rapidly they want to progress, they can actually complete anywhere from a year, which is amazing,
Yes.
to about 21 months.
Wow.
And we'll work with them however they wish, but it will be a completely online program.
There's a certain time investment to classroom programs. There's still a time investment in online programs as well, but it makes it more readily available to those that can, perhaps they have families, they have other responsibilities besides being in the workforce, but it allows them to get their classwork done at a time that's convenient to them. It may be midnight to 3 a.m. that they can spend on that. It makes it easier for those folks to be able to continue their education. Online degrees, online programs. It's a growing trend, not just at the University of Pikeville with now the MBA program 100% online, but nationwide. Is this a way that UPike stays competitive with other institutions who are offering so many online programs?
It is. It really is, because, as you said, the needs of the students are different. Their
Yeah.
lives are different. And graduate students today want flexibility.
Yeah.
Graduate students want courses that they can start and finish in a very condensed format. So our courses that we offer in the MBA program, a student will register and complete a course every 8 weeks.
Wow.
And they may take 2 courses in that 8-week cycle. But it does allow people who have demanding jobs and family obligations, or maybe an individual who travels a lot with their job, and they would not be here to come
Sure.
to campus 2 nights a week. But with this, they can still travel with their work and complete courses. You know, and online programs are, as you said, they're expanding. The proliferation of those has just been amazing in
Yeah.
recent years with a number of colleges and universities. But a properly delivered online program is a respectable degree
Sure.
from an accredited institution with appropriate rigor. And that's what we will continue to offer. Our faculty who are teaching in the MBA program continue to learn new skills. We talked about what skills students have to have and graduates have or need to enter the workforce. But faculty need to continue those too. And
Sure.
so as an institution, UPike has been offering now for a year an online course, how to teach a course online. And most of the faculty at UPike have completed that. All the business faculty will have completed that when the MBA program goes completely online. So they're trained how to teach and provide appropriate rigor
Right.
in an online delivery, because students still want accessibility to
Sure.
the faculty member. They can't always come into the faculty member's office, but they can email, or we can have online hours, and so a student knows from 3 to 5 certain days a week, that faculty member is sitting there waiting and anticipating questions and phone calls, and
Sure.
that's fine. We want to be very accommodating, but it will still have the rigor that we want a respectable program to have.
Dr. Howard Roberts, Dean of the University of Pikeville Coleman College of Business, our guest, and we talked about entrepreneurship. Let's talk about some other areas of concentration that are offered in the MBA program.
Well, the professional and the healthcare are the other two, and the professional is typically sought by those students who are already working in banking or are working as an entrepreneur, and they have a business. They want to learn more that they need to know about the skills. So the professional MBA is a good overall MBA for anyone just interested in graduate level work, because the MBA itself began in this country in the early part of the 20th century as our country became more industrialized, people needed business skills. And so the MBA program was first offered at Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania. And since then has grown to be a widely coveted degree in our country. But people need business skills as they move on. So many times people in the MBA program do not have undergraduate degrees in business.
Right.
They may be working as an engineer and they would like to have business skills.
Sure.
They may be working, we even have a physician in the program who just wants to know more about business and to be able to, physicians who have solo practices or private practices, they are business people,
Absolutely.
as are dentists and many other professions.
Sure.
So they need those business skills to have a thriving practice. Those students who are choosing the healthcare options are typically working in healthcare. Some are nurses who want to advance in hospital or clinical settings. Some are people working in clinical settings and maybe have a degree, but it's not in business and they would like to learn more about
Right.
business. So it's for aspiring healthcare executives, primarily, or is the market for that degree.
Many different types of professional and educational backgrounds coming through the MBA program. Individuals that weren't business majors in their undergraduate education, not currently working in business, what kind of speed bumps do they run into in the MBA program if they're not business majors? Someone who's been in a field that's very different than the business curriculum, do they have trouble adjusting in the MBA program?
Well, that's a real concern that many people have when they apply. They say, I've never had a business course.
Right.
I was a communications major, or I was an English major. And we work with them as a good MBA program should. We can help them gain the skills they need, but at the same time, we offer these courses. One course at a time is really what we recommend, and by doing that, they focus on that one course and the content of that course, and they succeed. It does sound very intimidating and challenging to think I'm going to take a graduate level accounting course and I don't know anything about accounting. But we structure the courses with that in mind and help those students along.
Absolutely, and of course, these are highly motivated individuals.
Yes,
anyway.
they are.
That is a head start for a student with that type of motivation to go postgraduate anyway, so they're achievers.
Yes.
They're achievers. Dr. Howard Roberts, the UPike-Coleman College of Business program expands opportunities for those that are enrolled. Let's hear about some of the program's highlights.
Well, we want to, again, enhance the education of our students. We know that the academic setting, the classroom setting, is our main purpose. But we offer a variety of programs throughout the year. One is the Leadership Lecture Series. The Leadership Lecture Series is a program that we open to the entire campus community and to the community.
Sure.
We host that once a month, and it's the lecture series that is different each month in many ways. This month we had Jonathan Webb, the president and CEO of App Harvest,
Right.
spoke last week about social entrepreneurship. In February, our speaker was Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton, who talked to us about her interest in entrepreneurship, and that was an exciting visit to campus. So that's been our focus this semester. Last semester, we had several of our graduates come back and talk about their careers and what prepared them, and giving advice to our students about things that they should be doing to prepare for their careers. And we offer the business plan competitions where students develop business plans and they have an opportunity to win prize money. We had 2 young ladies develop a very interesting product last year, and they presented in December. They won $5,000 in that competition. They're competing at Texas Christian University next week with this same product. And so we'll have more news to share after
Very
that.
good.
But those are some of the programs, and we offer some business organizations like Phi Beta Lambda. It's a collegiate business organization that students go to conferences and have personal growth, but they also have opportunities for academic testing and competition there. And it's a wonderful opportunity to grow and to see the business world.
And you smile a little bigger and your eyes get a little brighter when you talk about these students that go to competitions and are successful in competitions, and alum that come back to talk during the lecture series. You're like a proud papa of these business students.
Well, thank you, because we are proud of these students and their accomplishments. And really what that tells us is that these students from UPike can succeed in the business world.
Absolutely.
And when they go to these business plan competitions, they go to the academic competitions in Phi Beta Lambda, they then gain a little more confidence because they see that they can compete with students from larger institutions,
Sure.
from major universities, and yet these UPike business students are just as competitive because they're just as prepared.
Nationally and internationally
Yes.
competitive in the business world, and that's what a institution of higher education is all about,
That's
preparing
right.
those students to succeed.
That's what we should be doing.
Dr. Howard Roberts, you had a chance to take a sabbatical last semester, had a few days away from campus, away from daily campus, shall we say. Let's talk about your experience taking your sabbatical.
Well, I was on sabbatical for 6 months, from July through December of last year. And a sabbatical is an opportunity that most colleges and universities offer to their professors to sort of re-energize and to get invigorated or reinvigorated
Yeah.
about something. And I felt like it was time with the Coleman College of Business that I needed to step back and reflect on what we had accomplished since its inception and where did we want to move.
Sure.
And so it was an opportunity that I enjoyed because one of the areas I focused on was creating more opportunities for internships and employment for our students and our graduates across the Commonwealth. And it was very interesting and rewarding when I would go to companies in Lexington or Louisville or Owensboro or Corbin, anywhere in the state, and they knew UPike.
Right.
And it's an easy sale. And when I would say to them, we would like for our students to have an opportunity to complete an internship here, and everyone said we would welcome a UPike student. With major corporations in our larger cities such as Louisville,
Right.
they were very excited about working with us. So we'll have some more things to announce about that in the coming months, but that was part of my focus. And then I also worked with some of the private schools. And you know, when you look at the private schools in the state of Kentucky, we're all small schools, regardless of whether it's UPike or whether it's Georgetown or Campbellsville or University of Cumberland or many of the others. We're all small private schools, typically church affiliated, and we have our limitations. But together, we have strength.
Yeah.
And so we're discussing some ways that we as business programs can combine, can help each other. Maybe one school doesn't offer an MBA program.
Right.
Maybe we offer something that another school doesn't. Maybe another school offers something. Maybe one school offers more with international internships than other schools can afford to do. So we're looking at ways we can combine our efforts and be stronger.
Indeed. Dr. Howard Roberts, of course, the Coleman College of Business, both graduate and undergrad. If someone would like to find more information, talk about the program with someone, they have an interest, how do they reach out?
Well, we would certainly, as we talked about that beautiful historic building on College Street, we would welcome people to stop in if they'd like.
Sure.
And if that's not possible, we are clearly through email, through phone, or the web page. My email address is howardroberts@upike.edu. They can call the College of Business office 606-218-5020, or go to the UPike web page and under colleges or academics, there's several ways they can find those tabs and then find the Coleman College of Business and find more detailed information.
Dr. Howard Roberts, thanks for being with us once again.
Thank you.
Dr. Howard Roberts, Dean of the Coleman College of Business at the University of Pikeville, our guest today on this edition of Where the 99 Lead, a program brought to you by the University of Pikeville, the leading university of Central Appalachia. Thanks for tuning in.